In a small village nestled between the jagged cliffs of the North Sea and a dense, whispering forest, there lived an old clockmaker named Elias Grin. His workshop sat at the edge of town, a crooked little place of oak and brass, cluttered with ticking timepieces of all kinds. No one in the village remembered when Elias had arrived, only that he had always been there, quietly tending to the broken watches and clocks of others. Elias rarely spoke unless spoken to, and even then, his answers were short, his eyes always watching the delicate hands of time. But one crisp autumn morning, a boy named Leo knocked on the clockmaker's door. "I want to learn," the boy said, his face flushed from the wind. "Teach me how to fix time." Elias studied him for a long while, then stepped aside without a word. That was how the apprenticeship began. Leo was curious, quick with his fingers, and sharper still with his questions. He learned how to untangle springs, mend gears, and carve hands from bone and ivory. But it wasn't until winter fell hard upon the village that Elias showed him the back room, a secret chamber where no clock ever chimed. Inside was a device like none Leo had ever seen. It stood as tall as a man, forged of black iron and polished brass, with 7 dials and a heart that pulsed like a metronome. "This," Elias said quietly, "is the clock of echoes. It doesn't just measure time, it listens to it." Leo's breath fogged in the cold air. "What do you mean?" Elias placed a gnarled hand on the machine. "Time has memory, regret, longing. This clock records echoes of moments that people wish they could return to." He showed Leo how to tune the dials, how to listen carefully to the whirring gears. Sometimes, if the machine was fed a sliver of a photograph or a lock of hair, it would replay a memory, not as vision, but as a soundscape, a child's laughter, the creak of an old rocking chair, a lover's whispered promise. For months, they worked together. Leo became obsessed. He brought items from villagers, heirlooms, relics, forgotten toys, hoping to hear their pasts. Each echo was fleeting, beautiful, and heartbreaking. Then one night, Leo brought something of his own, a ribbon once worn by his mother, lost to fever when he was a child. The machine responded violently, gears shrieked, dials spun backward, and the air grew thick with a sorrow that made Elias fall to his knees. From the heart of the machine came a single sound, a lullaby. Tears streamed down Leo's face. "I want to go back," he whispered. "You can't," Elias said, voice trembling. "You can only listen." But Leo didn't stop.